Hey, how's it going? So what kind of wood is Diggler going to play with today? Well, today I have a piece of Arbutus. Now this Arbutus is 12 inches by 12 inches by 1 inch. So it's actually a full board foot of material. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make a clock. Now, I haven't made a clock, or maybe I have, depending on if I've got the other two done first. I'm going to make 3 clocks. They're all 3 going to be different. One's going to be out of Arbutus, one is out of black walnut, and one is going to be out of, looks like, I think, a quilted cherry. And if it's not quilted, it's got some pretty wild figure to it. Could be even curly, I'm not sure. Well, I haven't planed it or milled it up yet. So if I have done the other clocks first, there's going to be a link up in the top right hand corner. And if I have not done them first, then this is going to be the first one in the series. Otherwise, you're going to see all 3 of them eventually. So let's get busy. So with every project, the first thing I do is I always flatten one side using the CNC so that I've got a reference to flatten the other side from. This way I get a nice, perfectly flat piece without it that's free from any kind of warps. Now I'm going to run it through the drum sander. This way I have a piece that is parallel on both sides. So here I'm using tape on the workpiece and the work surface, and I'm applying CA glue to one side, and the other side I'm going to hit it with some CA glue accelerator. Now I can't show you how to make CA glue, but I can show you how to make accelerator. There'll be a link in the top right hand corner on how you can make your own CA glue accelerator. If you haven't checked that video out, check it out. Now that I've got the piece secured, I'm going to use the CNC machine to cut out the shape. Now with this one, I designed it to be only a single bit. It only uses a 1/8 inch upcut bit to cut the whole thing, the design, the numbers, and the outline. I'm sure you're sick of me saying this, but if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Also give it a like, throw a comment down below. It does help my video get seen. Now because I made this piece of wood too thick, you'll see that when I put the clock mechanism in, it doesn't quite have enough space on the thread that I can catch the nut onto it. But that's alright, because I'll run the back side of it through the drum sander to get the thickness perfect. And it only took a couple of passes to get it perfect, but I'm only showing you the one pass just to keep you from being bored. And because I put 240 grit on the drum sander, the surface is actually very, very clean, so it didn't take that much. Now I'm going to run it over on the router table. I'm going to put just on the one side, I'm going to put a nice little round over, and same thing with on the decorative holes. I thought it would look the best in the end. The beauty of this project is it took very, very little sanding, and I didn't even have to raise the grain because it's not going to be seeing any kind of water. Prior to assembly, here's the best part, the mineral oil bath to reveal what the grain looks like on this. And I'm actually really happy on how it turned out. I brought it to the market last week and people just loved the look of it. Now, if you haven't assembled a clock before, it's actually quite easy. Just keep in mind that when you put the black part in through it, that the battery should be on the bottom, of course, to add the weight so it holds it in the correct orientation. Because I realized that after I put it in the first time that I had it on upside down, so I had to take it back off and put it back on right. But no big deal. Here you're going to see me put the nut on. I'm going to tighten it up with a wrench. By the way, it is not a normal sized nut. I have no idea what it is. 3/8 it doesn't work. 10 mil is too small. 11 mil is too big. It's frustrating, but whatever. I used an 11 mil wrench here. It was pretty close and it did work. Now here's where the clock actually takes shape. Putting the hands on, it was definitely the best part to see. Although if you're doing this, be careful. The clock hands that you get with the kits are really, really, really cheap. They're so soft, the aluminum. In fact, I had a few of them that came right out of the package that were bent. I was able to straighten those ones by putting them in between some wood and just using the weight from the wood to straighten them out. But it is a pain. Well, that's it. That's all. I hope you enjoyed the build. Diggler out.